Hi cuties, welcome back to the channel. As you can see today we're gonna have a tons of different lights. Quite romantic. I think it's gonna be matching to the performance that I chose for today. It's gonna be by one of the groups that I've recently started to grow quite strong relationship to. And it's 17. And I'm actually very lucky because I got a lot of 17 fandom in my Patreon. And now my Patreons voted for the Rolling Stones performance. So if you want to see my Patreon exclusive reactions to 17, then definitely head down in the description or my pinned comment. There's gonna be a link to my Patreon. And now without any further ado, 17 World. Cute little intro.
Hey, 아까부터 널 봤어. 우린 처음이지만 모든 점을 느낄 수 있어. 더 알고 싶어. Hey.
Oh, that's cute. I like it. Both of them sang it in a very clean tone, but like the difference in the color was so obvious, like straight away. You know, in 17 there are a lot of different voices. You've got rappers, you've got singers. There's a lot of people there, lots. But again, as I said at last reaction to 17, and I always do, it's really fascinating that they cover such a broad spectrum and everybody's got their place, everybody's got their kind of almost specialty, you know, when it comes to either sound or certain type of singing or placements that they are usually occupying. And it's really cool because I personally would never think that you can have such a huge amount of people and still not overlapping and still not really too meshing together and having their own space.
Come with me, put it on me. You got this, put it on me. 결국 내 손을 잡을 거야. 'Cause I know that you've been 마치 처음 보게 deja vu. 지금부터 난 널 만나 인터뷰. 네가 원하는 모든 걸 다 줄 수가 있어. 너의 어떤 모습까지.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to talk about singing, but look how delicately he's holding the microphone. What the hell? I don't think I've ever seen anybody hold a microphone so delicately. No joke. Usually people are nervous, so they're like literally squeezing the life out of the microphone, right? Beautiful little pressed belt that he had there. It was not too high, but very nice jump from relaxed, clean tone and then jump into that really nicely pressed space. Listen. Very pretty belt. You could also see the position of the jaw and like really nicely opened tone. Very pretty belt. It was not too high. Again, you saw that he was not straining himself. He was not like that super high, but it was pretty, very nice, sustained.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Okay, I can't. I will go back. I like that his difference. One of the things that I really like about him so much are those little cries that he does at the end of phrases, because a lot of them do have a very straight, clean tone, which I don't think nobody in 17 has like too much of a vibrato. They are using that very bright, straight, strong tone type of singing. He is adding those little cheeky little cries at the very like ends of the phrases, which is making it so much more interesting.
Knocking on heaven's door. Whipped cream brew 손끝으로 straw. 내 all-star 밑에 딛고 날아 sunset. No bottom, I'ma take it slow.
You have to admit that he has not only obviously extremely charming personality, but his tone is incredibly charming and captivating. It's certain intensity, which is not too much. See, he's not ever using growls or frying overtly, right? Because you have like kind of two types of rappers, more of course, but like mainly you have these two branches go into that darker space. So they use a lot of growls, a lot of fries. They are trying to darken their voice as much as possible, make it pretty aggressive. And then you have guys who work with a clean tone, which has to be much more animated. It has to be much more, I would say even athletic, because they had to use a lot more difference in a pitch and melodicity of the flow. And there, especially in that space, you have to have a really interesting color as well, something that is captivating and has a charm. And I think he actually really does it very, very well. That was cute. The genius himself. I love his type of singing. He is a mystery to me, Vuzi. He is singing in a very particular way. And I said it before, he reminds me a lot of Jimin from BTS with his style of singing. It is like you can recognize it immediately. It is very recognizable. It is a very strong timbre. But overall, I think it's his personal kind of stylistic choice to sing that way. And I would give everything and anything to have an interview with him, like to talk to him about his composition style, about his stylistic choices. Everything about him has a style. His singing has a style. His composition writing has a style. Like that guy, whatever he does it with style. And it's really incredible to me. He's one of the most fascinating personalities currently in K-pop for me. So yeah, love him tons. One thing I gotta say that the music production of this video is a little bit all over the place because it's very loud in the lower spaces where the microphones are not quite catching up. So I'm trying to listen as much as I can. Listen carefully to like really catch also the lower parts because they're crashing with the music quite a lot. Look at that gorgeous belt. That's so perfect. Look at that. That is textbook. You know, he is actually having a very nice form. No veins popping, you know, you can tell that it was not strained whatsoever. It was really nice, relaxed, and the sound was bright and open. I'm just gonna replay this part. I don't want to stop too much, so I am sorry in advance, but it's really hard not to stop when I'm trying to kind of give attention to every member. I hope you guys gonna understand. Well done. That was actually hard to do because at first two tones he was actually climbing from it can be really hard because you are coming from the place that has less tension into the place where you have more tension. So a lot of times you've got usually runs that go from the core voice, so natural, and you're kind of jumping into head voice or into like an upper mix. But here it was actually climbing down, and that fall can be dangerous if you don't have it 100% under control. It can really wave with your pitch, and also, yeah, it can crumble. So he did it very well. Both such a comfort voices. It feels like blanket. Sir, wow, that was some pretty solid. That jump, I did not expect it because he was having such a laid back singing, and then that could have been catastrophic if he wouldn't nail it perfectly. But that jump was, oh god. Beautiful mix too. Oh, please tell me who sang that second voice in the background. That was an ad-lib, but that was so good. As the camera was looking at the core voice, and then somebody in the background absolutely ripped the microphone apart. Wow. Pretty. I can't with these guys. Like, you literally don't know who to look at. You know that a performance is good. It's good when you don't know what to listen to more. The core melody, the harmony, or even the ad-libs. Every single 17 performance, they surprise me all over again. Because the vocal composition and the arrangement is not fractured. I'd like to blame Vuzi, but honestly, I know that there are a lot of contributions from a lot of members, and I do believe that he said many times that the members do have a lot of creative help, so it is really hard to deny them their vocal quality. But what is really good, there's nobody obviously below or above the bar, which I kind of noticed with a lot of other groups, that there's either somebody very obviously above the bar, or there are people who are really under, trying to kind of scrape their way up to be on the same level as other people, which actually for such a, this is on the bigger side, right? From all the boy bands, this is on the bigger side, so it would be more probable that they would have this issue, and they don't. So if you have a performance from 17 that you really love and you would like me to react to, then write it down in the comments. And I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here is the rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.